What's up, everyone? Nameco here, Dustin there, talking deep sleepers, talking really undervalued. So what we like to do is look at the ADP, and right now it's July, so this can change, but based on the ADP, we picked 10 guys for that we think are going a little too late in drafts, therefore we call them our deep sleepers, because there's really no such thing as sleeper. But first, Dustin, talk about...
If you're trying to get ready for the season, you're looking for some help, check out our app. You can click the link up here in the card. It'll take you, show you how you can get it. But basically, it's mainly meant for beginners, intermediate, but there is something in there for everyone. It helps you with planning for your draft, draft day, season strategy towards the end of the year, getting ready for the playoffs. Check it out. We put a lot of time into it.
And what we want you to do is smash that like button. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber, I'm hip and cool. Smash the like button. We get 1,000 likes. We're gonna give away 2 t-shirts to one of our, so you have to be a subscriber as well, so we're gonna go through our subscriber list. Randomly pick 2, so 1,000 likes in this video. We're gonna go ahead and give 2 t-shirts, and all of our YouTube videos, we will be answering questions in the comments. So you'll see it from Dustin, who will be under the official handle of Fantasy Smack Talk, because he's the boss CEO, and only he gets to do that. And then you'll also see it under me as Brent Nameco, obviously.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot more answering questions on YouTube, so get in there. We're gonna be trying to do as many as we can this season. So let's start with first deep sleeper we got. Derrick Henry, he's kind of on the cusp of being a sleeper, or deep sleeper, whatever you want to call it, but he's going around the 100th pick. Now the reason why we think that is too late, he should be going earlier, it's really simple in terms of if you drafted DeMarco Murray, you have to do what it takes to get Henry on your team, because Henry proved last year he's going to be good at this level. He passes the eye test, averaged 4.5 yards per carry last year, and it's simple. If you own Murray, you have to get Henry, because they did prove last year that it's not going to be a 50-50 split. Whoever's the starter is going to get the majority of the carries, and if Henry goes down, or if Murray goes down, Henry's going to be a stud.
All right, first guy I'm talking about is a tight end, and that is Eric Ebron. Right now, he's the 14th tight end off the board, going around pick 138.
Why so late?
It's so late, but I'll tell you why it's late, Dustin Barkley. It's because he only had 1 touchdown last year.
It's gonna change.
You can't draft people based on touchdowns. First of all, this guy has the pedigree. He was a first round. He's fantastic. Everyone thought he was going to be a stud. And he had 61 catches, 700 yards, but like I said, only 1 touchdown last year. That number will go up. We've heard all great things about him in the offseason. I see his targets going up, his touchdowns going up. To us, he is a tight end 1 based on where he's going in drafts. He is not. This is a great guy if you're waiting on a tight end. Grab yourself an Ebron, maybe grab another guy, and play a little matchup game.
And Bolden is gone. That's who got a lot of the red zone targets last year. Joe Flacco is next. Here's the perfect example.
Joe Flacco, Dustin.
But here's the thing, is he had a career year last year, and it's like he even moved further down the rankings from where he was last year. He's the 25th quarterback getting drafted. He threw for 4,300 yards last year. It was a career year for him, and they added Macklin. They added Woodhead. They have a lot of weapons on that offense.
Perryman should be healthy.
Yeah, Perryman should be healthy. Like, he shouldn't be going that late. In my opinion, he is, kind of mid to late QB2 that should be going. So he shouldn't be going 25th quarterback after a career year. I think Flacco could even improve on his numbers from last year. Give the guy a little bit more respect. I think that Ravens offense could be turning more pass heavy.
All right, I'm going to go with quarterback as well, double down on that and go with Dak Prescott here. And the thing about Prescott is everybody assumes a big sophomore slump out of him, and I don't 100% get him. We've seen him ranked 11, 12, sometimes as low as 13 in some, for some of the other sites out there, which for us, it's nuts. He finished top 6 in most league last year as a rookie, first of all, and I get it. He only had 4 picks. That number's probably not sustainable, but he also had only 23 touchdown passes. That number could go up, and the rushing stats are going to be there. He got rushing touchdowns, rushing yards, and he has that ability, but it's that great offensive line. Sometimes there's just giant holes, and he can run through it, especially in short yardage situation, plunging into the goal line. Prescott should be a QB1 in your league. Again, if you're waiting on a quarterback and you get Prescott, I am okay with just riding him out for the season.
Next is Tyler Lockett. He's going 166th right now, so you can get him in one of the last rounds of your draft, and you gotta it's just so crazy to me, the swings, because last year he was everyone's darling. Everyone was
like
excited.
a 3rd, 4th rounder. I feel it was nuts.
He was going too high last year, and he was hurt. I mean, he was playing hurt last year. I mean, that's as simple as that. And with the type of player that he is, it's not gonna work for him if he's a little gimpy out there. So he's still the same player. He's still on the same offense. He still has the same potential. And he even threw in 114 rushing yards last year, which I liked. But he's getting drafted after guys like Treadwell, Gabriel for Atlanta. I mean, there's way more. There should be more excitement about going back and looking at what Lockett did his rookie year and hoping for that and drafting based on that. But he shouldn't be going 166th overall.
The hate has got out of control.
Yes, it's
out of control.
Too far.
All right. Dustin talked about Flacco. I'm going to talk about Macklin, the new toy there in Baltimore for Flacco. Going wide receiver 41, pick 111. And people are like, oh, it's old man Macklin. He's been in the league forever. He's going to break down. He's 29 years old. That isn't old man in receiver years. And I know he only played 12 games last year, but prior to that, his average of the 2 seasons in 14 and 15, think about what it is. Leave a comment. And you're wrong. 86 catches, 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns was his 2-year averages.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. He should be, we feel, the #1 receiver in Baltimore. And again, pick 111. Way too late for Jeremy Macklin.
Baltimore's going to be throwing more this year. It just seems like that's going to be the case. Kareem Hunt is next, going about 112th overall right now, 40th running back. This is more about having not as much confidence in Spencer Ware than it is about really liking Kareem Hunt. We think he's good, he's shifty, we think he can do well at the NFL level, so obviously we do like that. But Ware, we just think that there's a good chance Hunt is in the battle right out of the gate in terms of potentially taking over that job even without an injury. And those are the type of guys that you want to target late because they have that huge upside, and it's, we always talk about it. It's talent and opportunity. It's pretty much a 50-50 split there. If you can have the talent, if you don't have the opportunity, it doesn't do you any good. And if you have the opportunity and you don't have the talent, that doesn't do any good. But we think Hunt does have enough talent and he's in a decent spot. So we think he's a good late round gamble.
Going to talk about another tight end here, and this is Cameron Brate going about pick 175, 16th tight end off the board. So even in deep leagues, he's sometimes not getting drafted. But the thing about him is he had almost 60 catches, about 666 yards, and 8 touchdowns last year. And he's getting a little bit of hate because Deshaun Jackson's there now, O.J. Howard's there. But rookie tight ends, there's a big learning curve typically, so I don't think Howard's going to play a huge factor. Deshaun being there actually should open him up even more. And I just think at pick 175, it's a steal. If you're going to wait on tight ends and I can pair up Ebron and Brate, I think that you're going to get solid tight end production out of those two, and you can wait forever to get them.
And last guy I'm talking about is Quincy Enunwa with the Jets. And I get it. The Jets were atrocious last year. It was hard to even watch at times.
It'll be so bad this year, too.
It was ugly. So, I get why people are just, Jet, push him down, push him down. But he's going about 150th. And Brandon Marshall's gone. Enunwa had 105 targets last year, even with Marshall there. He's going to be targeted early and often. And McCown, who we're expecting to win that job, he's not terrible. He could be at least as good as Fitzpatrick. So, I think Enunwa is a lock for, maybe 120, 130 targets. So, we're liking him a little bit.
They're still going to score points. They're going to get first downs. They're not going to go scoreless the whole year.
He's at least going to throw for probably 3,000 yards.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
In PPR leagues, Enunwa, we think, is certainly interesting at the 150th pick.
All right, at pick 115, running back 42 off the board is P. Ryan, the rookie for the Washington Redskins. This just is flat out, we feel he is better than Rob Kelly, and we have it ranked as such. I know Rob Kelly coming into the camp in the battles is listed as the starter, but there's a very realistic possibility that P. Ryan is the week 1 starter for the Redskins. He could win a camp battle, he could be the week 1 starter, and if that doesn't happen week 1, we feel very soon in the year that'll happen. So the fact that you can get a guy this late that the rest of the fantasy community is really looking at as a backup at this point is just absolutely fantastic. If we knew P. Ryan was the locked-in starter for the Redskins, everybody would have him a lot higher, but everybody feels he's going to take over the job at some point, so they should be more like us and be ranking him over Rob Kelly because we're right and we're awesome, so there you go.
Go ahead and make the move. Name go right there, I'm Dustin.
Smash that like button, 1,000, 2 t-shirts.
Leave a comment. Like we said, we're going to be way more active than we have in the past in there, answering as many questions as we can. Get onto our site, get our draft guide. We'll be updating it throughout the preseason, and it's free. free.